Hello everyone, it's Ozgun here. Welcome to the first tutorial of 2024. So in this tutorial, I like to show you how you can make techno steps like hard hitting steps. So it's gonna sound like Space 92 and also Anyma. You can use it on harder genres of techno or even with the melodic techno. And after watching this video, you will be able to create your own techno steps. And before I start to the video, I like to announce that next week I'm planning to start a new start to finish series. It's gonna be a start to finish big room techno. So we will cover full production process and also full mixing, full mastering process. So if you don't want to miss it out, if you haven't activated, just click the notifications so you won't miss any content. And if you're ready, let's get into that tutorial. So the first thing, let's load a Serum and we will just pick a waveform, just any waveform you like. But in my experience, if you choose the waveform as a saw wave, it's gonna sound much more clean and hard hitting. So let's choose maybe soft rounded and maybe, yeah, we can just work with the wavetable position to make it something like that. And let's go to the first envelope and just create some, pluck kind of sound. Maybe more release. And I'm gonna activate the filter. And as you see, like there's the high cut filters in here. Just choose the one you like it. I'm gonna go with the 18 and I'm gonna just drag drop the first envelope to the filter cutoff. But as you see, it just becomes a two-way of modulating. We will hold Alt Shift and click. So it's gonna be a one-way, one-sided modulation. And now it's gonna sound like that. Actually, now as you see, we created kinda a plug sound with a very basic filter. But magic happens in here. We gotta activate the second oscillator. And this time, just choose a different waveform, different wavetable. Just maybe this one. I don't even know how it sounds. That's pretty weird. And yeah, this is what I'm looking for actually. So now we will go to the first oscillator. And in here, we will just choose FM from B. So it's gonna be like a frequency modulation. And it's gonna get the information from the oscillator B. Like the second waveform is gonna affect the first waveform. And now we got something like that. Now let's tweak the FM from B. We will tweak it more. Let's put the second oscillator 1 octave lower. Or maybe let's do the reverse. Let's put the first one 1 octave lower. That's good, but still something wrong because we haven't activated the filter for oscillator B. Let's activate the filter in here. Now we are getting somewhere, right? Let's give it a little bit freedom and maybe some more drive and fatness. Now every time I tweak the FM from B knob in here, the texture, the character is gonna change. Even if you like, you can go to the first oscillator and maybe make a 3-voice. Which is gonna make it sound much more wider. But if you like, you can definitely stay with the mono. And now we can do something like that. Even now, if you like to change the character of this sound, now we can tweak the second oscillator's waveform, which is gonna affect the first oscillator because now they are connected from, with the frequency modulation knob in here. And from now on, you can just, check other waveforms because every time you change the second oscillator, you will get a different character of sound. I kinda like this one. As you see now it's hitting very hard, but let's not stop here. So I will go to the third envelope, sorry, and I'm gonna make a very short curve like that. So it's like we are programming some modulation in the third envelope. It's starting from up and going to the below, going to the zero very fast. And if we go to the matrix and choose the third envelope in here, which is this one, the one we just programmed. And if we go to the destination of it, and let's go to global and just connect this one to the master tune. So right now we are doing something like that. We are kind of creating a kick drum, because kick drums are just sound. It starts from very high pitch and goes to the low pitch. And right now we are just connecting this third envelope to the master tune, and we are saying the master tune to be started a high pitch, go to a very low pitch, which is gonna create a punch, a click of our sound. We will just determine the amount from here. So if you do it too much, you will hear a laser kind of sound. If I exaggerate it, you see this is too much. But if we do it just very small, we are getting a very nice click of it. And if you like, go back to oscillators and make the random 0. If you do that, you will all the time get the same sound. The sound is gonna trigger from the same positions of the wavetable. But if you want to have a more randomized, more variation on the sound, you can keep the random on. Let's lower the global a little bit more. Yeah, that's enough. I just want a very subtle, click on the sound. Now we can activate a noise. And let's activate the noise for the filter as well. This is kind of subtle, but yeah, let's keep it on. But if we like, we can program the second envelope to the noise. Let's drag drop to it. And maybe we can create a very small click. And without the filter, we can just control the noise as just a click, just to support the sound, not to be present with the second envelope. Sounds good so far. Let's add some maybe dimension. Just a little bit to get some, stereo imaging and maybe some distortion. I like to use the asymmetric one. I'm gonna drag drop the first envelope to the drive. So drive, also we are gonna modulate the drive. You see how fat it becomes instantly. So let's use it in a 60% drive at. And maybe this time we can go with the compressor. If you go to the multiband, it's gonna be so fat, but just be careful on the threshold. Sounds nice. Some delay reverb to, finalize the sound. And I like to create a kind of sidechain delay reverb to program it. Just connect this first envelope and make it reverse. With this way, the delay is gonna start with the high amount, and it's gonna lower just according to the envelope. So it's gonna sound like that. When the sound is hitting, the delay is gonna duck itself, just like a sidechain delay. And let's do the same with reverb. Whoa, you see, we got extremely fat techno steps. Let's test it inside of the track. So the loop I have is G sharp. Okay, let's write a fast melody with G sharp. And yeah, maybe we can just quickly low cut so it don't clash with the bass. And let's add some top loops. Yeah, guys, as you see, just creating this kind of steps are so fun and it's so easy. You know, you can just experiment with it. Let me clone this one so I can show you some variations. As I said, after you make this preset for yourself, just, you know, test other waveforms. Maybe we can go to the vowels. Again, we are getting a different vibe. From now on, if you tweak the modulation from B, this FM knob, the vibe is gonna change. If you tweak the wavetable position in the second oscillator, the vibe is gonna change. And also, you can always tweak the cutoff. So yeah, guys, as you see, creating this kind of steps are fun and so easy. So I recommend you to test with yourself and experiment with it and have fun with it. So today that was it. I hope you can apply this trick to your own productions as well. So if you liked the video, don't forget to like, share and comment. So today that was it, guys. See you on the next video. Bye bye.